Hey yo, what's up everybody? I'm your friend and fellow gamer, Joey Bag of Donuts, and you're watching Javnutee Gaming. And in this video, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to win some of the more passive free roam challenges in GTA Online. I only cover about 8 or so challenges, showing you how I win nearly every time I compete in these challenges. They are really easy and some of them are really fun, and it's a good way to pass some time when waiting for your businesses to earn you some cash. But enough with this intro, and let's go kick some free roam ass. The Near Miss Challenge. The object is to get as many near misses from other vehicles without crashing before the time runs up. The idea is simple, but is it easy to win? Yes, if you put on your thinking cap and figure out the best method, and luckily for you, that's exactly what I've already done. As you can see in this video, I'm using a motorcycle. Genius, right? And I'm driving on the wrong side of the road in between two lanes of traffic, racking up near misses faster than seconds in some areas. Every time I compete in this challenge, I win. And I don't just win, I dominate the scoreboard, which leads me to believe that most people haven't figured this out, or they just don't care. Now, as you can see, I am just completely killing second and third place. Now, granted, nobody's really trying in this lobby. I've had better competition in the past, but my point is nobody even gets close to my score. I end here at 259 seconds left on the clock. No chance anybody's gonna catch up, and basically, see what I did. I went on a highway, I got on a motorcycle, and I went in between traffic on the wrong side of the road. The highest speed challenge. This challenge must be completed with a land vehicle, and using a vehicle with turbo boost is going to be your best bet. I would recommend using the original Oppressor if you have one, or you can use what I'm using, which is the Death Bike, because they are both motorcycles with turbo boost. And using a motorcycle will lower your chances of crashing and reduce the amount of times you have to slow down. As you can see, using this Death Bike, I managed to get 155.7 miles per hour right at the last second, putting me just under 12 miles per hour faster than the guy taking the silver medal. Which really sucks for him because he was hauling ass here in free roam, but ultimately had no chance against my Death Bike, which I have cleverly named Ectoplasm. The No Crash Challenge. The object is to travel the furthest distance without crashing, right? Duh. So this one's really easy, and just like the highest speed challenge, you want to get on a motorcycle with turbo boost. The reason why you want to be on a motorcycle is because this one is the easiest to get around on the map without crashing, and you want to have turbo boost allowing you to cover the most distance possible within the time limit. As soon as you see the message stating that this event is going to start, call for your motorcycle and set a marker for the highway that wraps all the way around the map, also known as the Great Ocean Highway. Then there are two options. You can continue straight and continuously circling the map as many times as you can before the time runs out, or if you're like me, you can try to stay on the highway that goes the straightest for the longest and then carefully turn around without bumping into anything or coming to a stop. I won this challenge with over 44,400 feet, which converts to just under 8.5 miles, almost doubling second place, also known as the best loser. Performing the longest jump in a land vehicle. The trick to this challenge is really just finding a good jump and hoping nobody found a better one. But ever since Rockstar introduced the Oppressor, not the Mark II, the original Oppressor, this challenge has been broken. But needless to say, if you have the Oppressor and you find a really good jump, you can easily win this challenge. If I really wanted to be stingy, I could have made my way to the top of Mount Chiliad and jumped off the top, gliding all the way down, racking up 3 times as many feet as I did in this video. But all of that would have just been a waste of time. As you can see, I clearly won the event by more than double than what second place had. So the next time you see this event pop up and you own an Oppressor, you now know how to win this challenge. You're welcome. Prepare for the longest bail challenge. The object is to jump out of a moving vehicle and travel the furthest distance, tumbling and sliding down the road or whatever. Now, I'll make this short and sweet. Don't try this on streets or highways like most people. They like to drive really fast and get as much distance that way. Nah, get on a good hill, don't drive too fast, and jump out. If you drive too fast, you'll die. Now, I could have done a lot better, but as you saw there, my character stopped sliding down the hill, but it turned out to work anyway. I dominated the lobby, but usually I can get about 300-400 feet. Criminal damage is easy. The object is to rack up the most damage on vehicles around the map, and it pays out the most out of all the free roam challenges. You win a grand total of 35,000 if you win. The best way to win this challenge is to go to Fort Zancudo and blow up all the jets. Each jet will rack you around 750k in damage. Note that it's a good idea to go to Fort Zancudo in a weaponized vehicle so that you are not wasting your rockets or sticky bombs or grenades or whatever, which will in turn cost you money to refill, depleting from your actual earnings. Once again, if you win. The jets spawn on either side of the military base, so when you blow up the jets on one side, go to the other side, blow up the jets there. Then go back to where you were and the original jets should have respawned, allowing you to repeat this cycle over and over until the time runs out. I sometimes like to start off calling Lester and going off the radar so that people aren't figuring out where I am right away, which will give me the jump on the competition. And as you can see, at the end of everything, I've racked up over 7 million in damage. Second place and third place didn't even come close. Flying low to the ground for the longest distance. This challenge can be kind of tricky, but knowing what to do, it can definitely be mastered. I find it's best to use a helicopter doing this challenge rather than using a jet, and any helicopter will do, and it's best to use a runway at an airport unless it's already occupied, for obvious reasons. Now, I used to always use my buzzard when doing this, just in case somebody came up on me. I was prepared, my weaponized chopper ready to go at all times. But now I use my Akula, because I can go stealth and no one can see where I'm at on the map the entire time, and if somebody does step into my territory, I can blast them out of the sky. Now, I got a late jump on this and I definitely could have done a lot better, but as you can see, I got 22,000 feet and completely dominated the competition using this method. So if you got an Akula, I suggest using it. Opening your parachute closest to the ground, not to be confused with falling the furthest distance before opening your parachute. This event requires you to get as close to the ground as possible before opening your chute without dying. The logic is simple, but it is definitely easier said than done. In this event, you do not need to go as high as physically possible, but you will want to get high enough so that you can Superman fly through the air. What do I mean by Superman fly, you ask? Well, I mean you want to fly forward in the air instead of dropping straight down like an anchor, lightly pressing up on your joystick so that your character flies in a forward position, kinda like Superman does. You will also want to aim for an open area like a highway or a beach and stay clear of any buildings so that you do not fly into anything as you descend close to the ground. Notice how I am skimming across the ground before I open my chute, and I actually managed to get under 6 feet, which is pretty incredible, I think. This is the best I've ever done without dying. Most people do not do this, and as you can see, second place is just under 40 feet and third place wasn't even close. So most likely because they dropped straight down like an anchor and had to pull their parachute a lot sooner than I did for fear of splatting to the ground. Falling the furthest distance before opening up your parachute. Well, this challenge is easy. Just do the Oppressor Glitch, breaking the height barrier if you own an Oppressor. And if you haven't seen that video I made, I will leave a link for it in the description. But go up as high as you can, but remember you are on a time limit, so don't go as high as possible using this glitch. Just get past the height barrier and skydive all the way down for a sure win. Nah, I'm just playing. I bailed out before the competition ended because I didn't want to win cheating, but I'm not judging if you actually want to go ahead and do this during the competition. You will definitely win. What you actually want to do is get into a helicopter or a jet and get as high as you can possibly go, which is around 8,200 feet, and there's actually a gauge inside of most aircraft. Jump out and Superman fly just like we did in the open your parachute closest to the ground challenge. Always aim for a beach because this will be the lowest point on the map possible, but make sure not to land in the water or you'll totally F everything up. Ending up winning this challenge with 7,972 feet, not the greatest, but it turned out to be enough to win. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please smash that like button and subscribe if you are into GTA videos like this. My name is Joey Bag of Donuts, you've been watching Javnutee Gaming, and now it's time to make like a tree and party! I don't know, I'm not good with expressions. Just subscribe and stuff.